Good evening. Tonight we're going to start with Lesson 10 in our Unit 3. Apply place value strategies to multiply 4-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. Okay, in our first example tonight, we have 4 times 5,213. And we're going to use our place value chart to set this up, and then we'll use the break apart method to help us get to that funnel that we all remember and love. So let's take 5,213 and break it up. So how many ones do we have? Well, we have 3 ones. We have 110, we have 2 hundreds, and we have 5 thousands. But we need to make 4 groups of this because we're multiplying by 4. So I'm just going to change my color here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And we are going to make 4 groups of this. So we have 2 groups so far. Here's our third group, and then our last group. Okay, so we have 4 groups of 5,213. So now we got to split up and find what we have 10 of. So in the first one we have how many ones? Well, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can actually take this first group right here and bring it over to the tens. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing to group there to give to the hundreds. Let's try the hundreds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing to give over. The thousands look crowded, so let's try that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's one group, and we're going to give it over and to the 10,000s. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's our another group that we're going to bring over to the 10,000s. So now what we have is we have 2 in the 10,000s. We have nothing in the thousands. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 in the hundreds. We have 5 in the tens. And we have 2 left in the ones. So right now we have 20,852 is the product of 4 times 5,213. But now let's try the break apart. See if we get the same answer. And we're going to distribute that 4 to each one of those. So let's take the 4 times 5,000, and we're going to add that. We're going to distribute the 4 to the 200, and we're going to distribute the 4 to the 10. And lastly, we're going to distribute that 4 to the 3 ones. All right, let's go to the next one. We have 4 times 5,000. Well, 4 times 5 is 20, and then we're going to add on our 3 zeros. All right, now we have 4 times 2, and that's 8, but we're going to add on our 2 zeros. 4 times 10, we know that's 40. And the last one is 4 times 3, and that's 12. When we add this all up, we're going to get 20,840 plus 12 is 52. So it's the same product that we got when we used the place value chart. All right, next one we're going to use is an area model to find 3 times 6,803. And what we have to do is we have to break apart each one of these values. So we're going to take that 6,000, that's 6,000, and we have 800. We don't have any 10, so I don't need to add that into our box, but we do, however, have 3 ones. And now we can multiply. 3 times 6 is 18 with 3 zeros. 3 times 8 is 24 with 2 zeros. And 3 times 3 is 9. So if we add up our partial products here, we're going to get 9 ones, 0 tens, 4 hundreds, 10 thousands, and 2 10,000s. So we have an answer of 20,409 using the area model. In the next example, it's asking us for the area model. So I'm going to draw an an area model. And it looks like we don't have any zeros, so I have to find a place for each one of these. And we're multiplying by 2. So we have 4,000, we have 700, and we have 90, and then we have 4 ones. So let's place that in there. We've got 4,000 on top, we have 700, we have 90, and we have 4. So now we can multiply. 2 times 4, well, that's 8, and then we add the 1,000 on. 2 times 7 is 14 with 2 zeros. 9 times 2 is 18 with 1 zero. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we need to add up our partial products. We have 8,000, we have 1,400, we have 180, and we have 8 ones, and we're going to add them up. We have 8 ones, 8 tens, 5 hundreds, and 9,000. So the product for 2,000 times 4,794 is 9,588. In the next one, we are going to use the break apart method for 5 times 3,016. So let's get started. We've got 5 times 3,000. All right. We don't have anything in the hundreds, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Then we have 5 times 10 plus the ones, 5 times 6. All right, we're starting down with that funnel. 5 times 3 is 15,000. Then 5 times 10 is 50. And then our 5 times 6 and our ones is 30. Now we can add it up. We've got 15,000, nothing in the hundreds, and we have 50 plus 30 is 80. So the break apart, the product to this is 15,080. Using another example, a place value chart to solve 4 times 2,351. All right, so let's place it. We got 1 ones, we have 5 tens, we have 2 hundreds, and we have 300, and 2 thousands. Nothing in the 10,000s. But we know that we're multiplying by 4, so we need to make 4 groups of that. So here we go. We got 1, and we have 5 tens, 3 hundreds, 2 tens. That's our second row. Now on our third row. Okay, our last row. All right, let's just extend these lines a little bit longer here. All right, now we have to group the ones that show 10. So nothing in the ones because there's 4 ones. Tens look crowded. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our first group, and that's going to go over to the hundreds. And we have another 10 tens, and that's going to go into the hundreds. So now we have spent all of our tens and given it to the hundreds. Now let's see if the hundreds go to the thousands. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Here is our first set, and that's going to go into the thousands. And we have nothing left over except 4 in the hundreds. So there's nothing left to give. Let's try the thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing. One more, we could have made 10,000s, but not quite. So we have already spent all the hundreds, and now we're left with the 4. So we have 4 ones, nothing in the tens. We have 4 hundreds, and we have 9,000. So the product using this place value chart for 4 times 2,351 is 9,404. Why can't Monday lift Saturday? Got to solve the next 3 questions to find out. Use a place value chart to solve the following. 3 times 52. And bring in your work tomorrow. I want to see those place value chart for 3 times 52. Use an area model to solve 4 times 164. I want to see your area models for this problem tomorrow. And lastly, use the break apart method to solve 2 times 6,037. And I want to see those funnels tomorrow. Why can't Monday lift Saturday? It's a weekday. We really spell week of days of the week as that. But when someone is weak, they're not too strong. Have a great night. Good job. We'll practice the skill tomorrow. Bye-bye.